When I first found out, I couldn't believe it. I was scared.
That's Skyler, a month after finding out he has type 1 diabetes. But as he and his parents have learned, there are more choices for managing this disease than ever before. You're about to hear how all kinds of people are living full lives with type 1 diabetes. Even a mountain climber. They're sharing their stories to help you get started on the path to success. Will Cross, the first person with type 1 diabetes to climb Mount Everest.
It's like the whole world falls away, and there's this serenity that takes you. It gives me clarity, it gives me understanding of the world and my place in it.
Will's passion for adventure has taken him to the ends of the earth, literally. He has been to the North and South Poles, and to the top of the tallest peak of every continent. His wife, Amy, helps him manage his life as an author and speaker, and keeps the family running smoothly when he's away.
He loves to climb, and he loves the expeditions, and I would never try to take that away from him.
You might think having a serious illness like diabetes would make climbing mountains impossible, but not for Will.
I never allowed diabetes to stop me.
Whether you're a mountain climber, a young mother, an active dad, a runner who has had the condition for more than 60 years, or a teen like Skyler, managing type 1 diabetes successfully takes a commitment to monitoring blood sugar, taking insulin, eating well, exercising, and working with a healthcare team. It's a commitment that starts with knowledge. The human body needs fuel. We get it from the food we eat in a form of sugar called glucose. To deliver that glucose to the cells, healthy bodies make and use a substance called insulin.
Insulin works like the fuel pump on a car. Got a tank full of gas, you got an engine, you got the bloodstream, you've got muscle cells. What insulin does is like the fuel pump. Pulls the fuel out of the tank, puts it in the cylinder to be burned.
People whose bodies make no insulin or very little have type 1 diabetes. Without insulin, sugar builds up in their bloodstream, and that can be dangerous.
It does damage to the blood vessels of the body and to the nerves. And that results in the complications of diabetes, of which there are many.
People with diabetes are at higher risk for heart disease, stroke, blindness, nerve damage, amputation, and kidney failure. But these things can be prevented.
The complications of diabetes don't have to happen. They're more likely to occur when the blood sugars are too high for too long.
When blood sugar or glucose levels get too high, people often experience the classic symptoms of diabetes.
Incredible thirst, frequent urination, lethargy, loss of appetite.
Massive weight loss.
At the time, my family thought I had the flu.
Symptoms can become extreme. Indeed, symptoms can be so severe that many type 1 patients are first diagnosed in an emergency room. But Skyler's mom says her son had no symptoms at all.
I took Skyler in for an annual physical to his primary physician, and through regular blood work, the primary physician found it.
Skyler's blood sugar levels were unusually high, a clear indication of type 1 diabetes.
Hey, Skyler. Hello. How you doing, buddy?
Very good, how are you?
He was referred to a doctor who specializes in diabetes care, an endocrinologist, to start treatment. About 1 million people in the United States have type 1 diabetes. Many, many more people have type 2 diabetes, which means their bodies don't produce enough insulin or don't use it effectively. And some pregnant women develop a temporary condition called gestational diabetes. This program is for people with type 1 diabetes. Because their bodies aren't making enough or any insulin, they must take daily doses of insulin to remain healthy. Insulin as a medication is one part of an overall plan, developed with the guidance of a physician. Skyler went on to take classes and work with a diabetes educator on his own, because the goal for every type 1 diabetes patient is to learn how to take charge of the plan yourself.
One of the things that is important to understand about diabetes is a self-managed disease.
The first step toward managing your diabetes is learning how to monitor your blood glucose levels. In the kitchen, at the office, in the den, on a mountain, monitoring blood glucose levels is a vital part of managing diabetes.
It is critically important to the day-to-day care of the diabetic that they be doing monitoring of their blood sugars.
Leanne has been checking her blood sugar several times a day since she was first diagnosed at the age of 19. She was on a dance team in college at the time, and she went right on dancing.